Good morning, guys. I hope you are able to see my screen and able to hear me. Can someone confirm if you are able to hear me and see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine, thanks. So I hope all of you are joining newly for this course, right, today? Okay. So without any delay, let's get started. So this is a course of Java 8, 9, and 11 features. We are going to learn about 8, 9, 11 completely practically, all the features of Java 8, 9, 11 versions. Now, the prerequisite is to have the core Java knowledge. So, in order to learn these 8, 9, 11 concepts, the prerequisite is to have the core Java knowledge. That means you need to know how to write a Java program, what is a class, what is a method, what is the exception. At least, I'm not saying that you should be master in the core Java, but you should have good knowledge on the core Java. So, that is a must. So, and coming to the introduction about myself, my name is Karthik. You can call me Karthik or sir, anything is fine. So I was, I'm having around 12 years of experience in the software industry. I've been working on the Java and Java related frameworks. Currently, I'm working as a technical architect for one of the MNC. So I'm a working professional. So I'll be taking this class in the morning, every day morning, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And apart from this, I've taken ample amount of courses from the Ashok IT like data structures, design patterns, algorithms, core Java, advanced Java, and Java 8, 9, 11. So these are the various topics I have taught during the for the Ashok IT. And I've been completed around 15 to 20 batches overall. Okay. So that's a brief introduction about myself. Does anyone has any questions so far? Okay, let's continue. So for the first today in this class first, we are going to learn about the Java 8 features. Now the question comes, what are the new changes that are present in the Java 8? So in the Java 8, first thing, the interfaces are having some changes, right? We can write default methods and static methods. We are going to look at what is the advantage of having the default method, what is the advantage of having the static methods. I'm going to explain everything through the program. Post that, we are going to look at lambda expression. Lambda expression is what is a lambda, how to write a lambda, what is the advantage of writing a lambda. Then we will look at functional interface. What is a functional interface? Why we need the functional interface? Okay. Post that, we are going to look at the stream API. In Java 8, the new concept has been introduced called stream. So what is a stream? How to work with a stream? How to create a stream? In the stream, there are different methods. Like I have mentioned all of those methods here, like filter, map, sort, min, max, flat map, collect, find first, grouping by, partition by, for each ordered, everything. So we are going to look at each and every method with an example. When I say example, it is not theoretically. I'm going to write a program in front of you and I'm going to show you guys. Post that, we are going to look at Java time API. So in the Java 8, the new changes have been introduced called Java time, which is nothing but a local date and local date time. So we are going to learn under the Java time API those things. Concurrency API improvements. Concurrency API in the sense we know that executor framework. Executor framework is part of the core Java. Some of you guys may not aware of the executor framework. So whenever we are discussing this concurrency API improvements, I'm going to tell you some brief introduction about what is a thread, how to create a thread, what is a synchronization, what is a executor framework. That is a core Java topic, but still some of you are not aware of the thread concepts. So I'm going to cover the thread concept and executor concept of core Java, and then I can explain concurrency API improvements. Because without this, you cannot understand concurrence API. So the prerequisite is to have the executor knowledge. Post that we are going to look at optional class. So in order to avoid the null pointer exception, in Java, optional class have been introduced. So now we are going to look at what is the optional class, what are the different methods are present in the optional class, how can I create a optional class, how can I make use of a optional class in the real time project. So whenever we are discussing these stream methods, we are not discussing this, we not just like that integers or double arguments, we are not going to discuss. We are going to write some user defined objects like an employee object, a department object, which that means user defined object is nothing but the employee object can be replaced with any object that you work in your real time project. So those kind of a practical programs we are going to see. Okay, this is about a Java 8 course content. I'll come to the 9 and 11 little later. But does anyone has any questions on the Java 8 course content as of now? If you have any questions, you can unmute yourself and speak. Any questions? I hope no questions. So post that we are going to discuss about the Java 9. Once the Java 8 is completed, we are going to look at a Java 9. So in the Java 9, the most important feature that is been introduced is JShell. What is a JShell? JShell is a REPL tool. So we are going to look at what is a JShell, how to work with a JShell. Then from Java 9 onwards, Java has become the modular. So modularity means there is no rt.jar. Entire Java classes have been divided into 98 modules. So what are those? What is the advantage of module? How can I write a project with a module system? And then what are the changes happen to the collection interface? Process API improvement. Process API improvements is nothing but so whenever you open Eclipse in your project, sometimes the Eclipse will hang. What do? You go to the task manager and select the process and click on end task. The same thing we can do with a Java program as well. So Java with the Java 9, easily we can work with the operating system. So how we have to work? What are the classes that we are going to look at under process API improvement? Try with resource. This try with resource is present already in the 1.7. But when it comes to the 1.9, some enhancements have happened. So we're going to look at that. Diamond operator. Diamond operator is nothing but a generic. So that is in whenever you create a list object or in side to the list in bracket less than and greater than bracket, you are going to write the generic site. So that is called diamond operator. So in Java 9, for anonymous inner class, diamond operator have some changes. So we are going to look at that. Optional class. In the optional class, off nullable, there is a new method have been added. We are going to look at that. Stream API improvement. In the stream API, there are four methods have been introduced newly. Take while, drop while, iterate. So these methods, we are going to look at how we can use it. And then from Java 9 onwards, we can write the private methods in the interface. But writing is good. But what is the use of it? Why we are writing? That also we are going to look at. So these are the things that we are going to cover under Java 9. Does anyone has any questions? Anyone has any questions? You can unmute yourself and speak.
No.
Yeah, thank you. So now after completion of Java 9, we are going to look at Java 11. In the Java 11, generally whenever we are running the program of Java, first we are going to compile it, right? Using the Java C followed by a file name.java, we are going to compile it. And then using the Java followed by class name, we are going to run the program. From Java 11, you don't need to compile. Directly you can run a program. So that is a new advantage have been introduced in Java 11. So we are going to look at that. And in the string class, some utility new methods have been added. Each and every method we are going to look at. In the Lambda expression, we can create a local variable. What are the rules for those? Why are we doing that? nested base access. So there are some inner classes or nested classes. Some advantages are there that we are going to look at. HTTP client. Whenever you are creating a web-based application, what happens is in order to create a HTTP request and response, we use a Apache Commons jar. So now from Java 11 onwards, you don't need to use an external jar. HTTP client is a class or interface. Using that, we can get the HTTP request and HTTP response object. We don't need to go for third-party jars. So that is the advantage. So we are going to create a web-based application and then look at how we can work with a HTTP client. Now, and the next topic would be there is a concept of files, right? So how to read the entire data of a file into a string that we are going to look at under the files. And there is a new API called Flight Recorder has been introduced in Java 11. So we are going to look at that at the end. So that completes the Java 11 feature. So this is the entire course content of Java features like 8, 9, and 11. So complete, uh, what do you call complete course I would be teaching through the programming only. Now the timing would be like around duration after completion of these demo classes within 20 to 25 days or within 1 month, we are going to complete these 3 topics. And the class timing is morning 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. every day. And the fee for this course is 4,000 rupees is the fee. You are going to get a recordings up to 3 months. We are not going to charge you extra for the recordings. And the notes also will be provided. When I say notes, I have prepared a notes on my own. Let me show you the notes. See, whatever is taught in the class, so that have been mentioned over here, interface changes. And whenever I'm writing a notes, I have written the examples as well. Let me show you. See here, how to if it is a method reference, this is a program you can use without method reference, with method reference. Okay. Now, when it comes to the Lambda expressions as well, look at here. So for each method, without Java 8, you can implement like this. With Java 8, you can implement like this. So for everything, even in the streams, we have different method, right? For each and everything, I'm going to write a method like this. See, write a lambda to count how many distinct employees are present. This is a answer for that. What is a flat map? See, these are the example code for flat map. This is also another example. So for each and every topic, even in the notes, the example programs have been shared. We are going to look at all of these examples in the live class. I'm going to write the code in front of you guys. Similarly, the same thing have been mentioned in the notes, and then I'm going to share these notes with you guys. So this is about a course content and the details. Now the demo classes will be there today and tomorrow and Monday. Monday will be the last demo class. So after this class today, you are going to get an email on your registered email ID. When I say registered email ID, whenever you are joining this Zoom link, you should have provided some email ID, right? On that email ID, you are going to get an email from the Ashok IT, which will have the instructions on how to join this course. Okay. So once you join this course, you are considered as you are enrolled for this course. Once the enrollment is completed, Monday is the last day for demo. So from Tuesday onwards, the Zoom link is going to change. Only the enrolled candidates will be informed with the new Zoom link through the message or mobile. I mean, through the SMS or the email. Once from Tuesday onwards, you need to join with a new Zoom link. And for all of the enrolled candidates, new Telegram group will be created. We are going to create a Telegram group. In that Telegram group, you will be given the access. Once you join the Telegram group, if you guys have any doubts, we can discuss over there. And notes, and then notes will also be provided over there. And in the website also, notes will be provided. And if there is any announcement due to some emergency, if I'm not able to take the class, or even some days I wanted to extend the class. So all those information or announcements will be made in the Telegram group. So even if you have attended some interviews and you have some questions, that questions can be asked in the Telegram group. The Telegram group is a communication channel between you guys and then me. Okay, so that's details about this course. Does anyone has any questions?
Hi, sir.
Yeah.
I'm already joined the Capgemini's.
Okay.
So I have some backend support.
Okay.
So only backend developer.
Okay, fine. Yeah, this is also a Java is also used for backend, right?
Yeah, okay. So I'm already joined that. So my timings is 9 to 6:30. So how can join this session?
Okay. So you are working professional for a Capgemini
Yes, yes,
organization, right? Yeah.
yes, yes.
So what you can do is, are you working from home?
Yeah.
Okay. If you are working from home, you can like this. I will be starting the class at sharp. So
Mhm.
even if your office starts parallelly, you can listen. For example,
Okay.
if you have any meeting,
Mhm.
uh, you wanted to join, you have joined it, but you are having some meeting, important meeting or something you wanted to join. So that day, what you can do is, after every day, we are going to give you the recording as well.
Okay.
So with this 4,000 rupees cost, you are
Mhm.
going to get the recording free. And that recordings are available up to 3 months. 3 months, you can listen any number of times. So whenever you are missing a class or due to your meeting, if you are missing any class, you can that day you can listen to the recording, and then in the next day you can ask me the questions. Or on some Saturdays I'll put a class. So generally Saturday Sunday will be holiday, but this
Okay.
is I just wanted to complete this in the 30 days. I don't want to delay it because of the interviews of you guys. So
Okay.
Saturday we'll have a class. Saturday we have to we'll be taking the class for an hour extra time. So if you have any question, that questions will be asked in the Saturday class. Or normal regular day class also, you can ask the questions whenever you miss a class. And every day, so the manner I discuss the topics are, first 10 to 15 minutes will be the recap of what we have discussed yesterday. When I say recap, so I'll be telling something today. And tomorrow I am going to ask you the questions on top of that. If you are able to answer, not only one guys, like out of all of you guys, if you are able to answer it, that's well and good. If not, I'm going to repeat those whatever we discussed of yesterday topics around for 10 minutes quickly. Okay, I'm going to summarize it. And then we are going to discuss the new topic. So even if you miss one class and you did not get a chance to listen to the video on that day, the next day, whenever you join the class, for that first 10 minutes, you will get an idea of what we have discussed yesterday. So, and you can continue with the today's class. And then later, whenever you get time, you can go, you can watch the video of that day so that it will be understandable for you. Hope that answers your question. Bhargavi, hope that is answered.
Yeah. I can understand.
Yeah, fine. Then. Does anyone has any other doubts? If you're not able to, if you are hesitating to speak, you can put your response in the chat as well. I'm going to look at the chat window and then I can answer those guys.
Hello, sir. Able to hear?
Yes, Srini. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Have you planned like 20 to 25 days, like Java 8, how much duration, Java 9, Java 10, like Java 11, like.
Yeah. Yeah, I see this is not the first batch I'm teaching, right? So this is the third batch I'm teaching, so I know how to complete. Like I'll be able to complete within the
Not
30 days.
complete. Yeah. I understand you can complete. I believe mostly Ashok sir also, like will complete the syllabus. But my doubt is how you
Okay,
plan,
how
like
many days?
how many days,
Yeah.
like my doubt is that.
First, I'll be spending, see,
Hmm.
even if you want to learn Java 9 or Java 11, the main important concept is lambdas and streams. That is the where the interview questions will be asked. So the stream is introduced newly in the Java 8. So we are, and when you compare the syllabus of 9 and 11 compared to Java 8, Java 8 syllabus is more. So we are going to spend, and Java 8 is a basic now. So it is like, for example, if you are joining the engineering, knowing the amplifier, conductor, resistance, that is a basic. So you need to spend more time on that. Similarly, Java 8 is having some new features, and if you are well and good, or if you are perfect in the Java 8 features, 9 and 11 becomes easy. So for Java 8 itself, we are going to spend more time. When I say more time, around 10 to 12 days we are going to spend. And then rest of the days we'll come into the Java 9 and then 10. Sorry, 9 and 11.
9 and 11. Yeah, got it.
Yeah. So you don't worry for Java. It is not like 30 days means 10, 10, 10. It is not like that. Even Java 8 is taking 15 days time also fine, not a problem. I just want you guys to understand betterly on Java 8. And any question that is asked on the stream, you should be able to write a program. That is my intention.
Yes, got it. Thank you.
Yeah, Abbas Ali, I'm going to take, for Java 8, I'm going to write similar kind of, whenever I say that, let me show you the code that we have written. So we are not going to write simply stream of integer, stream of string, etc. So I am going to teach by using the like custom defined objects and then explain. Let me show you guys once. So if you look at dream example, so I'm going to, so for each and everything, I'm going to write a separate class. And next time, whenever you want to look at it, you can look at this and whatever the code that I'm writing in front of you guys, right? That also will be shared with you guys. You can refer it. Just give me a minute, guys. Okay. So Abbas Ali, hope you are able to see my screen. Okay. So here, if you look at the list of employees, generally I can write integer and then I can, by writing the integer, it becomes easy writing the stream program. Now here, when I say employee means user defined object, right? Employee is a class which has a first name, last name, and setter getters. Similarly, in place of employee in your project, you may have different class that you can place it here. If I explain the program like this, then what happens? The stream program or the same program you can write in your project as well. Only in the place of employee, you can put, see, some people will have a different class. So you can put that. So that is how I teach. So the same, whatever I taught you, you can directly implement in your project. Hope that answers, Abbas. Any other questions, anyone? Mahesh, Mahi, Debendra, Bharat, any questions, anyone? Shall we proceed with the next topics? Yeah, Mahi. So I'm just looking at sometimes whenever I'm asking like the questions, I'm looking at the comments and I'm looking at the participants. So that's the reason you are getting a blank screen. Sometimes it comes because I'm seeing the comments. So now let's get started with the first thing. Now you guys know how you all of you guys know what is an Eclipse, etc., right? Yeah. Now let me let me create a new workspace, and then we are going to look at the first feature of Java 8. Now in the Java 8 course content, if you look at what is the first feature, interface changes in Java 8. So now we are going to look at what are the interface changes. What is the advantage of having these changes? What is the problem? So let's create a workspace first. I'm just opening the Eclipse. So whenever, see now, whatever the code that I am writing, you can use Eclipse, you can use Spring Tool Suite, you can use IntelliJ, you can use NetBeans. Anything, any IDE. Whenever I say IDE means Integrated Development Environment. In order to learn these things, right, you can use any of the tool. It is not only the Eclipse. You can use IntelliJ, NetBeans, Spring Tool Suite. Whichever you are comfortable, you can use that. Currently, like most frequently used is Eclipse, so I'm telling you the Eclipse. Now, whenever you open this one, so you can see this one. Now, what you can do, you can click on the hide. Hide. Okay. Now let us create a let us create a new Java project. Go to File, New, click on Project. Now this is a Java project. Click Next. Now let us give some name. 03 Java. Okay. I'm just giving. So now this is fine. I'll create a project. Now the question comes, what is that we are going to learn? We are going to learn Java 8, correct? Now we have to make sure that Java 8 is installed in your machine. That is the first requirement before creating the project. Now the question comes, so whenever you are learning Java 8, it is obviously that you in your laptop Java 8 should be installed. Now the question comes, sir, I do not know how to check what kind of a Java is installed. What you can do, open the run command, enter CMD command prompt, open the command prompt. Once you open the command prompt, type Java-version and click on enter. See, you can see in my laptop Java version 11.0.15. That means Java 11 is installed in my machine. So whenever I have Java 11, that means I can work with a Java 8, I can work with Java 9 and 11. That means if you have a 8 version, all the lesser versions will have the support also, right? Similarly, if now I have 11, I can make use of 8, 9, 11 features also, right? So sometimes what happens whenever you enter this Java-version command, if the Java is not installed in your machine, what happens? You will get a command saying that unrecognized command, unrecognized statement or unrecognized command. So at that time, what does it mean? You do not have the Java installed in your laptop. The first question is, how do I know whether the Java is installed on my machine? Go to the command prompt, enter Java-version. If it is providing you some version, that is the version that is installed. If it is not installed, then you will get a command saying that command not recognized. If you are getting that issue, then what you need to do, first of all, you need to download Java 8. So what you can do, go to Google, type Java 8 download. Java 8 download. Enter. And then go to the Java. See, first website you can see oracle.com. Now Java is owned by Oracle, right? Earlier it was with the Sun Microsystem. Now it is owned by the Oracle. Now click on this oracle.com. You can see like this. See, currently the new version of Java is 18 and 17, but still we are learning 8, 9, 11, right? So we are far back. So we have to learn a lot. So now, and another question would be, why are we learning 8, 9, 11? Because from Java 8 onwards, the Java has become the paid version. Before Java 8, Java is not a paid version. It is freely available. But from Java 8 onwards, if your organization is using Java 8 for the production base, then they have to pay money to the Oracle. Now, why are we learning 9 and 11? The reason for that is Java 8, Oracle company has stopped support for Java 8. They have stopped the support for Java 8. Even if you are finding or if your organization is facing any issues in Java 8, so they don't provide you the support. They will ask you to migrate your application to 11. That's the reason you can see many of the organizations are moving from Java 8 to 11. So now whenever the organization is moving or migrating from 8 to 11, what happens in the interview also they will ask you, right? What do you know what is a Java 9? Do you know what is a Java 11? That's where learning these things are important. You can see that next 6 months, all the organizations will move to the Java 11. The reason for that is Java 8 support has been stopped. Only Oracle will provide the support from Java 11 version. That is a minimum version that Oracle will provide the support. So they don't, organization will not take any risk. So that's the reason they will migrate all the Java 8 application to the Java 11 application. So that is the reason we are the learning these concepts also very much required, because when the organization is shifting, if you look at 2 years back, everyone is shifting to 8. So everyone started asking the 8 interview questions. Now everyone is shifting towards 11. Obviously they will ask 8, 9, 11, all the questions together. Soon they will go for next version, because that is what the software engineer, you need to continuously learn the things. Okay, you can see in the Oracle 18, 17, 18 is the current version. Okay, now if you come down, if you come down, you can see 8 and 11. Look at here. Now, if you want to download 8, or you can download 11. If you download 11, you can obviously you will get the 8 features, 9 features, 11 features. If you want to only download 8, first of all, you want to learn with the 8 only, you can download 8 as well. Okay, select 8 and then look at your operating system. My operating system is Windows. You can see here, right? Now go to the Windows and then you have the two things. Now the question comes, sir, which one I should install? Now what you can do is you go to your laptop. You go to this PC, right click on this, go to properties. You are able to see this one, right? System type, 64-bit operating system, x64 base processor. Mine is x64 base processor. Then what I will do, I will select x864 installer. So if you go to your My Computer and then looking at the properties, you can get to know whether you are see the 86 installer or 64. Mine is 64. So I'll click on this link. Whenever you click on this link, you will be, so you have to click this and then you will be going to the Oracle website. In the Oracle website, you just create a username password. Automatically the thing, the what you call JDK 8 will be downloaded. Once it is downloaded, you can see like this. So you can see like this. You can see one file like this name. I have downloaded 11, so it is showing 11. If you download 8, it will show JDK-8. Now what you do after this, you double click on this one. And then one exe file gets open, click on next. There is, see, if you want to install some software, just clicking next will work, right? That's the only thing. So once the installation is completed, earlier you have opened the Java command prompt, right? You close it and then reopen it. Okay. Now type enter Java version. Earlier you will be getting a unrecognized command if the Java is not installed. Now you have installed the Java, so you should not get a unrecognized command. You will get whatever the version that you have installed. This is the first step you need to do before learning or before getting started with a Java 8. Does anyone has any questions on how to install, how to do the installation, etc.? I take that as a no. Okay, if you have any questions, please unmute yourself and speak. Okay. Now, once this is done, now we are creating a project, right? Whenever you're creating a project, now here you can look at once you install, use an execution environment. Here you select Java 1.8 and click on next. Select only 1.8, guys. Even though 11 is installed, you select install 8 and select 1.8. Okay. because from Java 9 onwards, Java has become into the modularity. So for that, you need to know what is a module, what is a module-info.java, etc. Okay. So don't start with a 9 and 11 immediately. Just take 8 first and then start. Click on finish. That's it. See, Java project has been started. Now let me go to the source window, SRC. Now let me create a package. New package com.ashokit.java features. I'm just creating a package. Now what we are going to look at, we are going to look at what are the changes happen to the interface in Java 8. That is the first topic. Now, in order to look at that, let me create one interface here. I'm just creating one interface called test. Now, can someone tell me before 1.8, what kind of methods can you add in the interface?
Public abstract.
Okay. Can you write any non-abstract method?
No.
No, we cannot write, right? Only the before 1.8 in the interface, we can write only non-abstract or only abstract method. We cannot write non-abstract method, correct? Now let's look at here. Public void display. Okay. Let's see what is the advantage. Now here, now let me write. So from 1.8 onwards, in the interface, you can write default methods and then static method. Okay. Now see here, am I getting any compilation issue? Am I getting any compilation issue? Someone, guys, let's make this as an interactive session. Even if you say something wrong, also not a problem. This is how we can learn, right? Am I getting any compilation issue?
No.
No. So that means, can I say that now in the, so what is the version that I'm using? What is the Java version for this project?
Java 8.
Java 8. So that means, can I say that in the Java 8, I can write a non-abstract method, which is nothing but a default and then static?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Let's write private method and see whether it will allow. See, am I getting a compilation error now?
Yes.
Yes. Look at here. What is the illegal modifier for an interface method ABC? Only public, abstract, default, static. So that means, can I say now from Java 8 onwards, interface can allow public method, default method, static method only?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Private methods are not allowed. So from Java 9 onwards, we can write a private method. We are going to look at that in the Java 9. But from Java 8, the new feature, what is the new feature that is added? In the interface, we can write the default methods and static methods. Okay. Now, what is the advantage of writing and all? We are going to see now. Is this clear till now? What kind of methods you can write in the interface from Java 8?
Default and static method.
Yeah.
Mm.
Abstract, default, and static. Okay. Now, for example, assume that you do not have this one. Okay. For time being, I'm commenting these methods. Okay. When you have an interface, how do you work with the interface? we'll create a class, right? I'm creating a class called example1 implements test. So, and I need to override the abstract method. This is how you will do the, you will work with the interface. Yes or no? I'm writing inside display method of example1 class. Right? What did I do? I just created a class, implemented test interface. Okay. Now, can multiple classes can implement the same interface? Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now let me do the same thing. Example is one class. Let me create one more class called example2. See, this is how in the real time it happens, right? In the real time, we'll create one interface and then multiple classes can implement that interface. Okay. Example2 class. Done. Now let me create one more class called example3. Example3 class. Okay. Now whenever I do this one, now this is how the project. Now assume that I want to create, you do not have the Java 8. Okay. Your application version is Java less than Java 8, which is, it may be 7, 6 or 5, anything. So what kind of a method, if you want to introduce a method into the interface, if the version is less than 1.8, what kind of a method you can write? Only possibility?
Abstract methods.
Yeah. Let us write that abstract method. Because before 1.8, you cannot write non-abstract method. Only possibility you can write abstract method only. Let us write like this. So whenever I introduce abstract method in this interface, can I say that this has to be overridden in all the classes wherever it is implementing?
Yes.
Yeah. If I am not overriding, whether I know whether I will use this show method or no, I don't use this show method, I have to implement it. If I don't implement it, compilation will throw the error, correct?
Yes.
This is a problem that we used to face it. Now, in order to avoid this, in order to get rid of this problem, Java 8 has introduced a method called default method. Now let's, instead of making this method as abstract, from Java 8, can you write a default method in an interface?
Yes.
Yes, write the default. Okay. And then sys out default method of interface. Okay. Now let me save this. So now currently at this point of time, can you see this compilation errors in the example 1, 2, 3 red color symbol? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. Now if I save it, now earlier I can write only the abstract method before 1.8. Now what, from 1.8 I can write a default method. So instead of writing abstract method, I am writing the default method. Now let me save it. Look at here. Immediately the compilation error is gone, correct?
Yes.
Now did I change any code in the example 1, 2, 3?
No.
But am I, see, by introducing the default method, I'm not touching the previous code, correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
So if you're in your project, if you have a Java 7 or less than version, Java 8 version, and if you want to do this, will it be possible without touching, by introducing a method in the interface without touching the classes that are implementing the interface? Is it possible to do?
No.
No.
But whenever you use Java 8, instead of creating a abstract method, if you are creating a default method, do you need to touch the previous classes, or which are the classes that are implementing it?
No. No.
You don't need to touch anything. Now, can I say that, am I providing the backward compatibility?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now the question that, so whenever you say that in the interface, Java 8 interface, we can write the default method. That is fine. Now the question will be asked in the interview like, why are we writing it? What is the advantage of default methods in the interface? Or why the default method have been introduced in the interface? The answer for that question is default method will provide the backward compatibility. What does it mean? What does the backward compatibility mean? So whenever you are introducing a default method in the interface, you don't need to touch the code of all these classes, correct? If you want, you can override this default method in the class. But at present, you can access this method from the class. I'll explain how to access that method little later, but you are not touching any class. Before 1.8, if you are introducing a method, you need to override that method in all the classes. But here, I'm not even touching any code of the other classes. So that is called as a backward compatibility. The default method introduction in 1.8 will provide the backward compatibility. Hope you guys understood.
Yes, sir.
Now the question comes, can we override this default method in the class? Or can we access this method in the class? Okay, let's look at here. In the example 1 class, I have overridden display method. How to call this display method? How to call this display method?
Create object example class.
Yeah. Since it is an instance method, I have to create an object. E.display. So this is how display is abstract method I have overridden, and this is how I'm calling. Now, in this text interface, do we have a default method?
No.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We have a default method. Now the question comes, sir, how can I access this default method? Correct? So now, so there are two questions. Can I override the default method present in the interface? Let me write here. In the next question, how can I access? Okay, these are the two questions that will be coming next. Now, let's understand the second question. Now, in order to access it, let me create one more method here, public void add some method. You can write any method name and then call here. Now, in order to call the default method of an interface, the signature is, the syntax that you need to follow is interface name dot super dot default method name. This is a syntax that you need to follow. Now in this syntax, what is my interface name? Tell me.
Test.
Test
Okay.
enter.
Followed by super keyword, followed by what is the default method name? Show, correct? See, this is how I can call the default method. Now I have to call this add method from here. E.add. Let's run the program and see whether am I getting the out. See, default method of interface. Am I getting the output from the interface default method only? Yes or no? Guys, whenever I'm calling this add method internally calling the default method present in the interface. Am I getting the output from the default method of interface or not?
Yes.
Yeah. Now the question comes, sir, why are you writing this in the separately add method? Why can't I write this statement in the main method itself? Correct? That would be the next question. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So see here, what is main method is what kind of a method?
Static.
Static method. From one static method, can you call another non-static method? From static method or static block, you can call another static method only. You cannot call non-static method. Now, if I have to write like this, then you go to the interface. In the interface, this method, the show method, is a static method or non-static method? Do you see the static?
Non-static.
Yeah. Here in the signature, I don't see any static keyword. That means it's a non-static method. Now, as per the Java basic rule, from a static method, we cannot access the non-static method, correct? That's the reason we are getting a compilation error here. Cannot use super in the static context. So that's the reason we cannot access this in the main method. In order to access this, what I'm doing, I'm just creating a method, and in that method, I'm writing it. Hope you understand.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, next, so how can I access the default method present in an interface? The signature is interface name followed by super keyword dot default method name. Now, let's look at the next question. Can I override the default method in the interface? What is meaning the overriding? Parent and child should have the same method and the signature, correct? Now here, what is the parent for this class? Test. So when I say in the inheritance is possible through the interface or through the extends keyword, right? So here in this scenario, the parent is test. In the test, I have a method called show method. Okay. Now let me write the overriding. Let me write show and then do control space. Automatically it will show. See, override symbol has come. So here, instead of calling the parent class show method, I am doing sys out show method of example1 class. Now let me call e.show. Whenever I say e.show, where the output will come, will it come from the, now in this scenario, can I say that I have overridden the show method?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I have overridden the default show method. Now, whenever I call the show method, output should come from the child class. The reason for that is whenever you are calling a method, what happens, the preference, what the compiler will do, the user is calling the show method. Show method on which object? E object. E belongs to example1 class. In this example1 class, the compiler will check whether do I have the show method. If it is yes, then this will be given the preference. If not, then it will go to the parent. For this parent, what is that? Test. Now let's run the program and see. See, if you look at here, by calling the add method, it is calling the parent class show method, which is nothing but a default method of an interface. By calling the show method of example1 class. So am I able to override this default method? Did we override the default method of an interface?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now, can I write only one default method or any number? Let's look at. See, show is one method, show one is one method. That means you can write any number of default methods in an interface from Java 1.8. Similarly, you can write any number of static methods from 1.8. You can also have any number of abstract methods. So advantage of having the default method is the backward compatibility. How to access the default method is interface name dot super dot default method name. And then can I override the default method? Yes, we can override it. And why can't we access this test.super.default method name from the main method? Because main method is a static. From a static context, you can access only the static method. I cannot access the non-static method. That's the reason I cannot write in the main method. Hope this is understood, guys. Any questions? Does anyone has any questions?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Can I ask in Hindi?
Yes. Yeah, anything is fine.
हमें कुछ नए अपडेट आए थे इसलिए हमने डिफॉल्ट मेथड इंटरफेस में ली तो ओवरराइड क्यों कर रहे हैं हम?
अभी can I answer in Hindi or English?
Any language.
Okay. So the thing is, why are we overriding this show method? Correct. See,
Yes, sir.
whenever you are writing, so the default functionality you can mention in the interface. Okay, that means always this one. But in some scenarios, for example, assume that you have a bank. SBI Bank is present in India. Now, in the US also we can have the SBI Bank, correct?
Yes.
It is, so similarly, here in India we have a Bank of America, right? Bank of America is a American bank, correct? It is present in the US and it is present in the India. Okay, assume that you have created a one bank interface. You have written one show method, something, or one balance method. Okay, in that balance method, by default, Bank of America will basically will look at the currency in the dollars only, right?
Yes, sir.
So assume that you have created an interface called bank, okay, and you have created a default method called currency. In that currency, you are writing in terms of dollars. Okay, you are writing that logic in terms of dollars. But when it comes to the India, in India, do we have the Bank of America?
Yes.
So India is a class which is implementing the bank interface. But in India, what is the currency?
Rupee.
Rupee. That means you cannot use this show method, correct?
Yes, sir.
You want the show method, but you cannot use this implementation. What you
Yes.
can do? Can I say that in the Bank of America in India class, can I override the show method and then write my logic in terms of rupees?
Rupee. Yes, sir.
So that whenever I create a India object, rupees logic will be executed, correct?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
So if that is the scenario, then I can override it, correct?
Okay.
That means it depends on the user. If they want to achieve some different, see, by default, they wanted to follow this one, okay? But in some specific scenarios, they want to do something else. Then they can override it, correct?
Yes, sir.
That
Thank
is the that is an example of why we are overriding.
you. Okay, sir.
Any other questions, anyone? Hope you understood something new today. Is it the way? Is the explanation clear, guys?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, you are able to understand. Is it fast?
No. Comfortable to understand.
So the entire course, I can guarantee that entire course explanation will be the same way. Okay. So I can guarantee that, and notes also will be providing. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer all of those questions. Okay. So even if you, for example, you have attended some interview and you got a question, even if I'm not able to answer it right away, because no one knows perfect, right? No one knows everything, correct? There may be a chance that even CEO of Oracle also does not know some question of Java 8, right? So no one is perfect. What I understand, what I believe is whatever the question that you can ask it. If I'm able to provide the answer and you are able to convince with that answer, that's fine. If not, if I do not able to answer it, I'll take that question and then I'll work on that question, and maybe in next 1 or 2 days, I'll provide the answer. I don't hesitate to say no that I do not know, because I believe that no one knows everything. Correct? That is only the way to improvement. So you can ask any questions, and if you are not able to understand, you can repeat. You just get all these questions resolved. Anyone else? Any question? Bharat, Atul, Sai Charan, Srini, Rambanu, Pavani. Any questions? Yeah, I hope no questions. So if no question, that's all for today, guys. Since this is the first day, I don't want to take much time of yours. And tomorrow also we'll have the demo class. And Monday also we have the demo class. Monday is the last demo class. So post Monday, if you are enrolled, then only you will be continued for this course. And then you will be given with the new Zoom link. If you are interested, today after this call, you are going to get an email from the Ashok IT. If you are interested, I request you to please do the enrollment as soon as possible. Okay. Thank you, guys. If no question, that's all for today. Thank you all. Thanks for joining. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir. Have a nice day.